same note, you being people of influence, which is what I'm most proud of. That means politically, and more importantly, the influence you have in changing people's lives. Tomorrow is one of my favorite days of the year. It's the county-wide annual fundraiser for Ronald McDonald House. So tomorrow morning from 6:30 to 9:30 at your favorite intersection all across the county, there will be wonderful volunteers standing out there waving a big giant red shoe, and they're asking for you to put some money into that shoe so we can have influence over people's lives. And it is such an honor to have in the studio this morning 17-year-old Natalie and her father, John, all the way from Provo, Utah. How are you both?
Good.
Good. It's so glad you guys are here. Natalie, tell me a little bit about yourself. 17 years old.
Yes, I'm 17. I'm from Provo. I go to Timothy High School. I'm going to be a senior this year.
Nice.
So,
What's your favorite subject?
I like art
Ooh.
and math and
What kind of art?
any art.
Nice. And then you like math as well?
Yeah, depends on the teacher.
It always does. It always does.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you're here in San Diego. I wish it was under better circumstances, but have you had a chance to check out San Diego at all?
Yeah, been to a lot of beaches and museums, and it's been fun.
Good. I'm glad you're here. John, tell us about what brings you out here.
Natalie has had 3 brain tumor surgeries since she was 2, and we're so pleased to be the first to experience what's called proton beam therapy, which is through a new center that Scripps has opened just here, and Natalie's the first pediatric patient to undergo the capability of trying to get rid of the tumor that's still in her brainstem through a bunch of treatments. So we've been here 3 weeks so far. We're at treatment number 15, and she has 15 to go. So it's been an absolute wonderful thing to be staying at the Ronald McDonald House and get the comforts of home while we're way far away.
Yeah, let's speak on that, obviously, but take us back. So since 2 years old is when you were diagnosed, Natalie. Wow. I'd ask you what you remember about that, but I'm going with nothing. So, John,
Yeah.
what do you remember about that moment?
Well, I was in a movie, and my wife basically called me and said that they'd found a lesion in her brain, and we came out and take a peek at it, and it was about a walnut-sized tumor right above her brainstem. And she's gone through several operations to try to get it to be reduced in size. It grew back when she was 4 to about twice the size, and she lost quite a few functions that most of us have total function of. She lost the capability of swallowing and the ability to be able to talk at that time as well, and some of that function came back over the next 4 years, and her last surgery was 7 years ago, and they just found in January that the tumor was growing back again and suggested we do radiation, and we researched and found that Scripps had just opened this center up, and within a few weeks we were in here.
Yeah.
So
doctors were unable to get the cancer out or the tumor out.
Yeah,
via surgery?
they can't go into the brainstem with surgery yet. So it's a great technology that allows us to go into the actual brainstem and hopefully remove the tumor.
So, Natalie, you've had how many surgeries?
3 brain surgeries.
Wow.
But more for other things.
Yeah. What's the last surgery you remember? You said it was 7 years ago?
Yeah, so I was 10.
Gosh, what do you remember about that?
I remember it was just kind of confusing because I didn't really understand it all, but I understood it more, since I was 2. But I don't know. It was just kind of I went in and I came out, and luckily I was out of the hospital in 5 days. But in the past I had to stay for months and months because of all the complications. But that one went good, and so.
I mean, you're incredibly brave and inspirational. Goodness gracious! But how have you had the strength to work through these, power through these, and especially when you're in the hospital? How hard is that? How do you do that?
I have a lot of family and friends that are always with me, and I don't know. I love my hospital there in Utah. They're all so nice and kind, and I want to be a child life specialist when I grow up because of all the love and care that they took care of me. So.
Awesome. What does that mean exactly? A child life specialist?
It's not very medical. I don't really want to be a neurosurgeon, even though my dad wants me to. I don't really want to get into the gross stuff, but it's more just like playing with the kids and comforting them.
I can tell you are an incredibly loving person. So I can tell that will absolutely, it's the perfect job for you. I love it. Wonderful. And Tom, talk us about the Ronald McDonald House, what they've been able to do for your family out here.
You know, it's been an unbelievable experience because we arrived the very first time we came here. In fact, we moved just the day before we got here, you know, from house to house. And so we were plenty tired, and we arrived at 11 o'clock at night after the fires had all been burned.
Yeah.
We came during that time as well. But, you know, the Ronald McDonald House just has these happy people that just are there at the desk, and they just know that they're there to take care of you. And it's just goosebumps. It's Natalie and I have had just every single minute there has been a fabulous experience.
What would you have done without it?
You know, I can't even imagine. I mean, obviously you'd stay in a Motel 6 or something, but
Yeah.
you know, it's just, I can't imagine it.
Because
you
it's
know.
more than a bed.
Oh yeah, it's a family. You know, you're really staying with a family away from home, and I mean the staff there is just unbelievable. You get to know each one of them, and it's really a wonderful experience.
Natalie, what's your favorite thing about being at the Ronald McDonald House?
I mean, the food's great. I mean, I can't complain about that. And the people are just so nice. They have activities and, you know, classes that you can go to, and everything is just so nice.
Chuck, give us the official rundown. Chuck Day's here. He's the what are you at the Ronald McDonald House?
I guess I'm the CEO. I get to help run the place.
Good. So
Yeah.
give us the rundown. What the Ronald McDonald House is, and why the San Diego one is really the model for the country.
Well, thank you. We feel like we're a bit of a model. We're so close to Rady Children's Hospital that we can provide support to those families, as well as at Sharp Mary Birch and then other hospitals throughout San Diego County. And then when our partners like Rady Children and Scripps get together and create something like the Proton Beam Center, we can be there to support families who would be away from home for an extended period of time. These great folks are going to be away at least 6 weeks, it sounds like. And so we can provide the home away from home they need while they're going through this medical challenge that this family has faced. And we get the pleasure and privilege and honor of providing the care, comfort, and compassion we can find to help them get through that time.
Perfect. How many people go to the Ronald McDonald House every year?
Well, it's an interesting point. We have 47 rooms. We're always full, so it's going to be 1,500 families will spending one or more nights here. On average, about 15 nights. But because we're so close, and our main partner, Rady Children's, in terms of numbers, are across the street in Sharp Mary Birch, we see about 10,000 family members in addition to that come use us every day.
10,000 family members.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat deal where we can provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you have a child in the hospital, you can come across the street and use our entire facility during the daytime, and then go back and forth, because oftentimes we'll see moms and dads staying in the hospital, then they'll come over and get a break at the house.
How much does it cost for
Well,
the families to stay there?
Oh, well, for us, we do make a request if possible. We ask our families if they could make a $15 per night donation throughout the time that they're there, and if they can't, that's fine too. One thing we know, and boy does this family know, when something like this strikes, the financial wherewithal in the family suddenly gets altered. And so we're very proud to be able to say, regardless of your ability to pay, we're going to welcome you into the house, and that's what our job is.
Sorry, I'm tearing up because it's the perfect show of love that San Diego could show to Natalie and John, and just say welcome to our city.
Thank you so much.
We love it here, and we love you guys, and we love you being here. And Ronald McDonald House is just a way that we can all open up our arms and welcome you to our city. How many people who stay at Ronald McDonald House live here? That live in San Diego area versus from Provo?
Well, and this great family represents kind of, they have specialty care that we can bring in. So there'll be people coming in from all over the country, all over the world for specialty care at Rady Children's Hospital and its associated programs.
And again, this proton therapy, where does that exist?
Well, it's in Sereno Valley, and
I mean, we're across the country.
yeah. Oh, well, there are several. There's a site up in Loma Linda, but it's completely full. This one's brand new. And this one was built to accommodate pediatric patients, and so we are now going to be a magnet for that kind of high level
So
care.
incredibly unique thing right here in San
Yeah,
Diego.
absolutely.
Bring people in.
The first ever built specifically to accommodate both adults and pediatric. This beautiful young lady, of course, is not a little kid, but she is indeed, you know, the idea that we can accommodate little children if they need to have us there.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is tomorrow to the Ronald McDonald House? Like, what does it mean to the Ronald McDonald House?
Well, first of all, Ronald McDonald House Charities of San Diego, which operates the Ronald McDonald House, is a 501c3. We operate completely and fundraise everything for us here in San Diego. And tomorrow it'll be a big chance for us to raise over we know $150,000. We think we're going to do a little bit better than that by having our volunteers, about 1,300 volunteers, out on the streets from 6:30 to 9:30 with a big red shoe just to ask for your donation in support of our San Diego house. All money is raised tomorrow. Stay right here at San Diego house.
And I'll be there. I think I'm going to go to UTC. It's where I was last year, right outside UTC. So
Dark 30, and watch out for Slater on the streets. It can be tough. Don't hit him.
I've been known to run into the street, which is not wise. And I will not hold Ronald McDonald House responsible for my irresponsible behavior. But I got to do it for Natalie. Got to do it for Natalie and John.
You betcha.
Natalie, people listening right now, tell them why they should drop a couple dollars in that red shoe tomorrow.
I think that money towards Ronald McDonald House will just give it more. I mean, Ronald McDonald House is comfort, and it is more just a home and somewhere where, you don't feel scared, you feel more home and loved. And so I think that if you donate, then you'll bring more love to the house, and if there can be more.
Yeah. So you're halfway through your treatments here?
Yes.
How's it been going so far?
Good. I'm doing good. It's just, half an hour every morning and, in and out, so we'll see how it works.
What do you think about your daughter, John?
She's an inspiration, and I just love her so much. She's the youngest of 5 of my household, and she's spoiled already. But she's just absolutely phenomenal.
What do you think about the strength she's shown from the age of 2?
Oh, she's an inspiration to everyone that she comes in contact with, and it's just been so wonderful to be blessed to be her father. It's been absolutely fabulous. She's got a website, NatalieWright.com, that she's writing a blog on. So if anybody wants to see her story, she's there, and we'll definitely post about the experience we had today. She does that every day.
Wonderful, Natalie W.
R.I.G.
Well, I'm going to go check it out, Natalie. Wonderful. Well, you guys are fantastic. Again, welcome to our city.
Thank you so much.
You better come back again.
Sure.
Beautiful. Tomorrow, 6:30 to 9:30, when you see someone with a big red shoe, think of Natalie and think of John and think of the thousands of other families that Ronald McDonald House helps every year.
If we miss Mike Slater on the street corners, you can also go to McDonald's throughout the day and make a donation.
Perfect.
We've had great support in the community, Mike. It's just been incredible. Wells Fargo, Kiwanis Club of San Diego, incredible community support to make this thing happen.
Well, it's as good as it gets. And there's also a website. It's the acronym for Ronald McDonald House Charity San Diego. So RMHCSD, Ronald McDonald House Charity San Diego.org. Google it, you'll find it. Natalie, you're the best. John, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. 1-800-760-KFMB. Mike Slater Show. Spread the word.
Thank you.